Finally, Enzo Maresca Chelsea can break a low block team. I'm not so excited. I'm not so convinced because it was against one of the worst team or the worst team in the Premiership. So I'm not convinced whether Chelsea can finally break a low block team. Because I saw Chelsea against a well organized Brentford, a well organized Crystal Palace, a well organized Sunderland. They drew with Brentford, they drew with Crystal Palace, and they lost against Sunderland after taking the lead. I saw Chelsea struggle in anytime they are playing a team with low or a mid block team. So I will not be too excited. I'm not too convinced, but it looks like Enzo Maresca have what it takes now to break a team with low or a mid block team against Wolves. I have noticed a lot of tactical changes. How Enzo Maresca switch. He is now playing from the wing. When you watch all the Chelsea three goals, the Gusto goal, Pedro Neto goal, Joao Pedro goal, all the goals came from the wings. The first goal from Garnacho, the second goal from Estevao, the third goal from the same Garnacho. They were all operated from the wings. Enzo Maresca is now learning from his. He has studied that if you want to break a low block or a mid block, you have to stretch them widely. Because when you stretch them widely, there will be half spaces for you to neutralize. There will be half space for you to take advantage of. And Enzo Maresca is working perfectly. Enzo Maresca gradually day and day he's proving to do. He's showing that why he's the next Pep Guardiola. Why he's the next to take over from Pep Guardiola when Pep Guardiola stopped coaching, because day in day out Enzo Maresca is changing new things. Enzo Maresca keep on experimenting. Like I always said, I love coaches who experiment. I love people who experiment. If you are a person, sometimes you have to take some decision and see whether it works. Then you learn from your mistake. You have to take a risk. How Enzo Maresca now they are created from the wings centrally. No, the central is rock, so you have to stretch them widely. So when you go widely, the team will force to open wide. Then your opponent or your attacker will be taking the advantage of the set. How they overload. For the first time in so many years, I saw Enzo Maresca plays overloading in the final third against a low block team. They overload the spaces so that one overload, midfield overload, it will help. Anytime we are playing a mid or a low block and you have overload in the final third, in the opposition box, in the 8, it gives you advantage. It gives you a lot of options to take over. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you are watching the video at the moment. It's been a while since I post. Yes, I'm sorry. I know that some of you will be wondering why the channel is no more active. We are working on some 1 or 2, so I was not able to come. But thank God I'm back again. Enzo Maresca is one for the future. Pep Guardiola already predicted him when a lot of people doubted him. Inexperienced, a championship coach. The team is a lot of adjectives were used to describe the Chelsea under Enzo Maresca. I'm not too convinced because it's against Wolverhampton. But when I watch again, I think that Enzo Maresca now have a chance of breaking a low or a mid block team. And on Enzo Fernandez is so much important to the Chelsea team. Enzo Fernandez is so important to the Chelsea team more than Cole Palmer. In my own opinion, Enzo Fernandez is more important to the Chelsea project more than Cole Palmer. Because Enzo Fernandez detects the tempo of the game. He translates the ball. I don't even know how to describe Enzo Fernandez again. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Maresca is a key figure to the Chelsea setup. Look at the pass he gave to Garnacho. He gave the long passes, the final third passes, the short progressive passes, the penetrational passes. All you can get all in Enzo Fernandez, a deep line playmaker, a player who can drop deep, a player who can transit the ball into the final third. One thing Enzo Fernandez is liking that when he got to the final third, how to score. Yeah, I know he has scored a lot of goals and he assists, But Enzo Fernandez should have scored because against Carabao, that goal should have been in the net. He needs to improve his scoring ability, how to shoot, his shooting ability. Yes, that is all, in my own opinion, Enzo Fernandez to work on. But all the aspects, Enzo Fernandez is more important to the Chelsea setup back. Cole Palmer, that's my opinion. Well, guys, Chelsea are playing another low block against Burnley in the weekend. Let's see how we pan out because against Wolves, I saw improvement, but I'm not that convinced because against the poor defensive, the worst team in the Premier League. This is the Premiership. I'm not. It will take miracle for a while to survive in the Premier League. So against Burnley, a well organized Scott Parker Burnley, another low block team. Let's see how we find out. But let's give congratulations to Enzo Maresca Chelsea. Now they were able to break a low or a mid block team. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.